You should get up too. We can have breakfast.
No, I want to keep dreaming. Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
We're obviously here to talk about the film Under My Skin, a fantastic new film premiering now at the Raindance Film Festival. So, firstly, you two form part of the big talking point of this film, which is the incredible ensemble casting playing the one character of Denny. So, what were your first reactions when you heard you would be part of an ensemble cast playing one character?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited about it. It's obviously a little unprecedented, so I was like, wow, this is super interesting, and I thought it was interesting to know how the other actors would kind of take it, compared to kind of what my prep was and what their prep would be. But then I was super excited to know that Lex was playing the same character as me because we knew each other before, so that was great.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. The only other film that I can think of that does this, which I actually still haven't seen, is that Bob Dylan film.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, it just seems so right, and like especially when we're talking about someone who is kind of on this journey with their identity. It's a really interesting thing, I think, to like literally show the multitudes that exist within one person.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine how exciting that was to take part in something like that. As you said, it's unprecedented and such a talking point of this film already. And how did you spoke a little bit about, the process of going through that and realizing you'll be part of an ensemble cast. How did your process change as an actor when you approached, obviously, the character of Denny? And were there particular, personality traits or things you wanted to explore within your interpretation of Denny's character?
I don't
Yeah.
know that. Go ahead, Chloe.
All right, Lex. Go.
Um, Zoom. This is just how it goes.
Exactly.
Who's talking first? I actually don't know that like my prep or my process before changed, because I still kind of feel like even though we're all playing this one character, like the gift of having different people play the same character is that we are all bringing whatever our experience is
Mm.
to the table. And so I kind of, I mean, even though we're actors and we're playing people who are very different from ourselves, I still kind of feel like you often get cast because of who you are, right? And like what you're bringing, and with just like your mannerisms, everything. So I don't know. I think being part of a project like this was super fun because the four of us got to be on set together often, and like we could like watch each other act and see what everyone's choices were. But I don't know that it actually changed my prep for the character.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You have to encompass the whole character, and my experiences and what I thought kind of Danny would be. And then obviously you're just dealing with one specific part of their life. And so for me, it was about kind of understanding the whole journey and then focusing on, okay, what are the struggles within this part of their journey, and what can I bring to it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned obviously being on set with everyone else playing the character or the other actors. How did that work? Did you get to kind of brainstorm or bounce ideas around while you were on set, or were you all kind of prepped by the time you came on set to kind of play the different aspects of the role?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were pretty prepped, well, certainly, yeah, I think so before we got there. So it was more just a fun thing to kind of watch each other work, and talk about it and think about, yeah, what we were bringing to it. And we did discuss it a bit, didn't we, Lex? But I don't think we changed our performances based on that.
Yeah, I think I would probably frame things in the same way. Like, I think it was really important to take into account kind of the character as they're written, and all of the different experiences they're going to go through, and kind of understanding, okay, this is my piece of the puzzle. Um, but yeah, I think it was kind of fun, like comparing our different experiences, but I didn't feel like we were like, oh, are you, I didn't feel like we were like comparing notes or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So it sounds like a lot of fun. It does sound like a lot of fun for sure. And lastly, what would you like audiences to take away from or experience whilst or after watching this magnificent film?
Yeah, I think we spoke about this a little bit the other day. I think the most important thing for me is to know that there was a reason that 4 different actors were cast into this role, and I think a part of it is for people to understand that non-binary looks very different. We are all very different people, and to not assume someone's gender and make sure that you ask their pronouns and all those things. But also to just understand that everyone's experience is different, and how one presents themselves isn't necessarily aligned to their gender expression.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't know if it's like too big of an ask for one film to do, but I kind of hope that, when any audience member encounters some kind of media that is challenging them and their kind of expectations of what something like gender means, I always kind of think that I hope that it makes people a little bit introspective, because I think that like the gift of sounds so grandiose, but I'm like, the gift of trans people is that like we kind of make people confront that, right? I hope, because I think that if it's constantly, if like the notions of gender are constantly unchallenged, then there's no complexity really, and it's just like, well, you look like this, so you are this. And I feel like, being in this kind of new world of being visible and having a voice, I think hopefully allows people to kind of think about their own experience of gender and just what that means for them.
Right. I think the other thing too is that the film touches on is this separation of gender and sexuality, which is very important to me, I think. And I don't think we think about it like that a lot, but they are separate things. And I think the film plays with that also and highlights that. And so I'd love people to have a think about that too after they watch it. It's super powerful and nuanced in the film. So yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure, like you said, this will definitely be an eye-opening experience for the audience watching. It's a beautiful film.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks. Have a lovely evening or daytime or morning. I'm not sure.
You too.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.